We have huge, pivotal Game 3s going on Friday, May 6th. Big matchups between the Miami Heat going up against the Philadelphia 76ers and the Phoenix Suns going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Friday night slate showdown on DraftKings and Fanduel between the Miami Heat, the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks. But before I deep dive into that, and there's even a birthday narrative. There's a birthday narrative here. We'll see about that. But before I do that, deep dive into this very, very important Game 3s on both sides, we cannot forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, okay? Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. We are, what is that? We're almost at our number. Let's see. I'm going to click it. I'm going to go to my channel. We're at 872. We're at 872. The goal is 1K. 1K will be the cash giveaway, okay? We're getting closer and closer. I appreciate the love and support from you guys. We're going to continue to put out this content, all right? Don't forget to subscribe. Also, follow me on TikTok at chef_D91. All this information and details will be down below, and the Patreon link will be down below as well. I was on a little vacation. We're going to get back to that. All right, so the picks are coming back in. The TikTok videos are coming back in. We are going to finish strong with the NBA playoffs, kick up the NFL because NFL is starting. We're going to gear up very soon. We just had the draft, so we have a lot of deep diving to do with draft winners and teams, everything, okay? So let's get into this slate. Starting off at the point guard position, okay? Starting at the point guard position, we are going to start off with Chris Paul. I like Chris Paul, all right? The reason why I like Chris Paul is because we have the same birthday. Me and Chris Paul have the same exact birthday, May 6th. This is what I'm saying. We have a birthday narrative. He's going to be on the road in this situation. He had a great performance in Game 2. Showed out 11-16, 28 of 6 and 8 assists, 1 steal as well. Definitely put forth a huge fourth quarter because it was a very tight game. Okay, it was a very close game between the Suns and Mavericks, and in that game too. So we get a must-win situation for the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Dallas side more in depth coming up soon. But Chris Paul, we do have a birthday narrative. You cannot fade birthday narratives. I mean, you can try to fit it in, but it is definitely a spot to look at, especially in the must-win commanding 3-0 lead. It could be for the Phoenix Suns. It could be. I'm not telling you who I'm choosing right now. I'm not. So Chris Paul will be one of our point guard plays. Another point guard we're going to look at will be Tyrese Maxey for the Philadelphia 76ers. He and this other Philadelphia 76er has been key components in this offense without Joel Embiid. When we get to the center position, I'll deep dive into that a little bit more because there's more news. Okay, there's more news than what you already know. So Tyrese Maxey is a huge X factor in this series and for the Philadelphia 76ers offense. They kept this game pretty close in striking distance between the first 3 quarters. Kind of lost control of it in that fourth, but they were always there. Right? We saw some fight out of the Philadelphia 76ers. They're going to be home in this situation. Tyrese Maxey, hopefully if he can knock down these threes, then we can see a really huge game from him. Maybe a 40 bomb. They're going to need either Harden, Maxey, or Tobias Harris to go to that next level, okay? You're getting a chance to be home, get Miami away from their home crowd and taking their energy and really supporting the whole cast and characters that are chipping in that continue to have the Philadelphia 76ers at these double-digit deficits. But Tyrese Maxey is going to be a key. He provides energy. I see what they're doing against Tyler Hero as well, making it difficult for him. So I'm liking Tyrese Maxey. They're dropping his price all the way to $7,000 each game. They keep dropping it. So we're going to take advantage of that. at that point guard position. Next, we're going to look at two guys on Dallas for that shooting guard spot, and that will be Jalen Brunson, okay? Jalen Brunson, all right? They need help. Doncic needs help. He cannot do it by himself, all right? He went off in that first half and went off in that third as well, but he needs a number two. So it's going to be two guys going to have to step up for the Dallas Mavericks. Jalen Brunson is one of them. When Doncic was out, he had insane games, Jalen Brunson did. When he was out, he had insane games. He had a 65 bomb. He had a 40 bomb there. You saw what he is capable of. He's going to need to do that against the Phoenix Suns in this series against their second best defender, because obviously Doncic is going to get the number one best defender and he's going to get the most attention. So there should be no reason why Jalen Brunson is not taking advantage of these situations. He has been shooting poorly. You get a situation, you get Dallas Mavericks back home, Brunson more comfortable playing in Dallas. And these games where you see 37% field goal percentage and 25% field goal percentage, that has to turn around. We need 50 to 60 from Jalen Brunson if you're going to put them in a winning situation for the Dallas Mavericks to get Game 3, okay? So I'm loving him at $6,400. You get a big price decrease from $7,200 and the other prices where he was before. Jalen Brunson is $8,000 cheaper here, and we get a better situation, him at home. And he just has to knock down the shots, okay? Just knock down your shots. You're getting good looks. All right, help support Luka Doncic, okay? That's going to be one of the shooting guards we're going to look at. The next one will be coming off the bench, and that will be Spencer Dinwiddie, okay? He's having the same exact problem. It's not, yes, the score looked horrible in that Phoenix-Dallas at the end, but that game was super, super close, okay? All the way till the beginning of that fourth quarter, it was super close. Dallas even had the lead at halftime. The guys, the supporting cast need to step up. And when you get supporting cast to take it to the next level, it's usually when they are home. And we get Dallas here with Spencer Dinwiddie as well. He was 3 of 10 in Game 2 and 3 and 8 in Game 1. He knocked down his threes, but the easier shots, easy layups, he tends to miss. Floaters here and there, Spencer Dinwiddie tends to miss. That cannot happen in Game 3. I'm liking him at this new price at $5,200. Keep dropping it. Keep dropping it. These are spots for value, and we're going to take full advantage of that with Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie, okay? Let's go on to our small forward position, and it's ugly. It's real ugly. I could look at Mikal Bridges. He's always had a pretty solid matchup against Dallas, especially throughout the whole season. Jimmy Butler on the road, decent, but I'm liking paying up at other spots, okay? I like Chris Paul more. I like there's someone else that we can have some more news on. My lock of the night I'm paying up for. So it doesn't make sense for me to pay up for Jimmy Butler when I'm paying up at other spots. I think that will pay more dividends, all right? So at the small forward position will be Dorian Finney-Smith, okay, at $5,500. This man is a do-it-all. Plays solid defense, rebounds pretty well on most occasions, and chips in with a solid amount of points. He just really struggled in Game 2 with the fouls, and as you can see, it really affected his outcome. Now he's at $5,500 after only 6 fantasy points in Game 2. I think that turns around. They need him on the court. Between him and Reggie Bullock, they're their two best wing defenders that are really causing havoc. They caused havoc in that Utah series. They're going to need to do the same thing in this Phoenix one. I'm taking a chance on Dorian Finney-Smith. He has upside to get to 30 to even 40 fantasy points. As you can see, he did against Utah in that win with playing huge minutes, 46 minutes. That's what he tends to do. This 20-minute stuff, that rarely happens. Dorian Finney-Smith is a minutes monster, as you can see. 44, 42, 47, 40, 41. Like you see it there. Minutes equal money. I'm taking an opportunity on him. I'm liking him at that $5,500 price. Let's go on to the power forward, and we're going to be looking at Tobias Harris, all right, with Maxey. The next guy that has the opportunity to step up, other than Harden, is Tobias Harris. He's literally been the most consistent Philadelphia 76er. If he can take it to that next level, we need 30 points from you plus, Tobias, especially if Joel Embiid is out, all right? Especially if Joel Embiid is out, okay? We need you to take it to that next level. Where does your rebounding go? I get it. Miami's a bigger team, but we need you to do what you did in that Toronto series where he was getting double-doubles almost each and every single game. He has it in him. He can bang down low. He can knock down the perimeter jumper. He's very active with steals and chips in with a couple blocks here and there. He's going to have to run the offense as well. I love Tobias Harris at 7,300, especially from the price where he was at 8K and 7,700. They dropped him all the way down to 7,300. We're getting a value opportunity, and I love Tobias Harris at that power forward spot. Next, we're going to move on to center. And this is the news that I said is going to be it's a probability. Well, it's a maybe, all right? This is not just what you already heard. Yes, you heard that Joel Embiid is out, all right? But, as you can see right here on Underdog NBA, there is still a possibility that Embiid could be upgraded from out for Friday, okay? So we'll continue to monitor his status. This was 6 hours ago, okay? This is an update. They did the same exact thing with the Suns and Devin Booker not too long ago with his hamstring injury, and he wound up playing, okay? This is a must-win situation. Joel Embiid is probably going to be wearing a mask in this game. It's pretty much going up against his eye sensitivity with the light right now because of the concussion. So we will see. We will see how Embiid feels in the morning during shoot-around. You're going to see another update on Joel Embiid, okay? So if he is out, then we can go to Bam Adebayo at that center position. It's a big mismatch, obviously. But if Embiid is in, then you have a huge game changer. You get the boost of the crowd, him coming back. They're going to go crazy in Philadelphia if Joel Embiid comes back and plays in Game 3. His presence alone will support them and probably skyrocket them towards a very close game and probably a win. All right? That home crowd is going to take it to that next level. And that's what they need. That's what they really need, okay? They really do need that. So we're going to watch news on Joel Embiid. Currently he's out, but things can change. They're going to wait last minute on purpose anyway. If you're smart, if you're the Philadelphia 76ers in this case anyway, I'm keeping everything nip and tuck until probably right before tip, all right? If I really want it, they probably already know. So we're going to wait on news on that. If Embiid is out, we will play Bam Adebayo. If he's in, would you take a shot at Joel Embiid? Maybe. They really do need him. I would take a shot at him, or you can look at DeAndre Ayton, okay? Ayton was very unfortunate to get in foul trouble in Game 2. Only played 18 minutes. That is not usually like him. This is a double-double machine, so you could definitely go back to this well right here with DeAndre Ayton at 7,600, and you should be fine with that. That was a very rare occurrence. Him to get in foul trouble. They went to JaVale McGee, and then once JaVale McGee got in foul trouble, they played a lot of Bismack Biyombo. They did not go back to DeAndre Ayton. They saw that they were pretty comfortable. And once it was a blowout in the end of the fourth, they did not need to go to DeAndre Ayton, okay? So 7,600 DeAndre Ayton will be that next guy at that center position. Let's go on to Fanduel and look at our value plays of the night, all right? The first one we're going to look at will be Victor Oladipo, okay? We're getting news here on Gabe Vincent and Max Strus here, the two shooting guards / small forwards. They can knock down the three-point ball. They are currently questionable. If both of them are out or if one of them is missing, we do boost up Victor Oladipo for the Miami Heat. He has been coming on strong, getting acclimated to this offense. Obviously, he was a late addition while finally coming back healthy for the Miami Heat, and he's been getting solid minutes ever since. Ever since the Atlanta Hawks series, 23-36. That was a game that Jimmy Butler was out. He had 36 minutes in that one. But from there on, you're seeing 25 to 30 minutes from Victor Oladipo, okay? The shot attempts are increasing and going. up and down. He provides solid defense as well because he was known as mainly a defender, two-way player as well. So I like Victor Oladipo, especially if Vincent or Max Strus will be missing this game. Definitely wait on news for that. But him at 4,200 is going to be a steal. If you're looking at Oladipo on DraftKings, then you're getting him at a price of 4,800. Just a little bit of an increase. That's fine by me. He's been playing solid minutes. He's been scoring at a decent rate and chipping in with rebounds, assists, and steals as well. So let's go on to our number 2 value play, and that will be Danny Green. Danny Green coming back home for the Philadelphia 76ers. They need him. I don't know what he's on the court for. He's supposed to be a defender. I don't know what he's on the court for. If he's not making threes, he's an absolute tragedy. 4,000 on Fanduel. Danny Green on DraftKings is at the price of 4,100, so not much of a difference. He shot horribly in game 2, 1 of 10. Okay, he shot 9 threes and missed. If he even made half of them, this game would have been close. This game would have came down to the wire in that fourth quarter if Danny Green made half of his threes. I'm expecting him to bounce back wholeheartedly because you rarely see him shoot that bad from the three-point line because that's what he's known for. If he's home, we're at least expecting 35% from the three-point line from you, Danny Green, if you're taking 10, all right? At least 35%. You got to make more than 1 3. This is the only reason why you're on the court, okay? So Danny Green has some upside. As you can see, he can get you to 25 fantasy points. He has a couple 30 early. Well, this is late in the regular season. 34 bomb and 36 bomb if he gets cooking. All right. If he gets cooking, that 3-ball comes down. You see the upside to Danny Green. In the only 2-game slate, I do have some high hopes for Danny Green to bounce back. Okay. This is a must-win situation for a veteran that's been in similar situations. I like Danny Green at that price. All right, let's continue to go on to our next value play, and that will be Maxi Kleber. Maxi Kleber for the Dallas Mavericks. This is another gunslinger deep. All right, this is the key to the Dallas offense. It's them knocking down that 3-point ball. Maxi Kleber is 4,500 on FanDuel. If you're looking at him on DraftKings, he is 4,400. Just $100 difference. You get the boost of 3-point shots on DraftKings, and he needs to knock down that 3-point ball. We know you have it in you. 5 of 8 in game 1, which was huge. That's why that game was kind of close. If we continue to go down the list, 4 of 5 against Utah, 8 of 11 against Utah, 2 of 5. So we know you have it in you. All right, we know you can definitely take it to that next level, similar to with Danny Green. Maxi Kleber can do the same thing and knock down multiple big 3-point shots, especially if you got the cast and characters supporting Luka Doncic. Maxi Kleber can come in and knock down a couple threes here and there, and I'm liking him as another value play of the night. All right, now our lock will be Luka Doncic. I saw it in that game 2. He knows what he needs to do in this Phoenix series. He's going to have to be aggressive. He definitely took it to that next level in that first half. Very aggressive, very physical Luka Doncic, banging down low with Cam Johnson and the other guys. Luka Doncic is going to have to take over. Hopefully he can get everyone else going and then take over in the fourth. That's what usually a superstar does. They take over in that fourth quarter. You saw what Chris Paul did. He took over in that fourth quarter. Luka Doncic is going to have to get the other guys acclimated, especially at home. Get your cast of characters, their shots, and in that second half, in that fourth quarter, go off. Go off. You can get all your assists and rebounds, lock and load that up, chip in with a couple nice shots here and there, and you still become a lock of the night, all right? You still become a lock of the night because you're going to be the game breaker. You're going to come in that fourth quarter, and you're going to put it to bed, all right? I like what he did in game 2. I just need him to take it to the next level, similar to what he did in game 1. But he's going to need it. He's going to need his casting characters as well. So Luka Doncic is going to be our lock of the night. This is my top play, even over Chris Paul on the birthday narrative, all right? Luka Doncic is going to be very important in this game 3 in Dallas, all right? And that will be the lock of the night. Let me know in that comment section down below if you have any other suggestions at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, value play, or lock of the night? Let me know down below, all right? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out, guys.